Hello YouTube, my name is Hero and today we're going to be going over the patch notes of Black Desert Online for May 17th. Now I normally don't do this, but I feel like this patch is a very important patch for us to discuss and go over. This is a very big patch and I did not expect us to get it at all anytime soon. Well, I didn't expect us to get it so soon. This patch just dropped in Korea last week, and I was actually going to make a video about it pretty soon, but it's amazing that we got it so fast. So I guess I'll just make a video about it for you guys now so we don't have to look forward to it. We can just talk about it because it's in our version of the game. So yeah, I'm going to skip the things that I really don't need to talk about. So for example, the event screenshot thing, don't really need to talk about that. The system tab, they've increased screenshot resolution. They've changed some UI personal settings. We can save it. It's all just convenient stuff. Display family or character name in the name chat window. That's very nice. Should have been there for years ago, but it's very nice that it's finally here. We got time stats. We got switch between chat tabs with a shortcut. Very nice. You can adjust the window size with the mouse in window mode. Very nice. You can check the horse market from the world map. Very nice. So all those things are very, very nice. But this is what I want to focus on is class changes. Okay. So other than character hair moving more fluidly, they've added animation for repairing the fortress and stuff like that. So no war animations are going to be changing. Character will move more naturally from moving on the ground, from placing things and using items. That's very good. This is more musket stuff. The Black Spirit Rage icon has been changed. That's interesting. This is unimportant. Unimportant. Character's upper body will move more naturally. Unimportant. I mean, nice, but unimportant. All right, all that stuff is unimportant. Here's the stuff I wanna pay attention to. All the classes are receiving buffs. Now these buffs are small, and they may look small. But they are in the right direction. Okay, they're taking it very small, very carefully. They aren't buffing everyone all at once, but they're giving everyone a small buff. Okay, so warriors, flow knee kick has a more natural movement now. The sword swap animation has been fixed a little bit. The last hit PvE damage amount is changed and pulverized, so more PvE damage. Who cares about the outfit? They fixed the issue where it looks like the character animation was frozen. Another more animation smoothness. And then the spin hit flow slashing the dead has been modified from spin ×2 to 4. That's just a modification. Supposedly it was always there. It just said 2, but it's always been 4, so the damage won't go up on that. But the damage for grave digging and slashing the dead has been increased dramatically. So both of these skills are going to be receiving a buff, which is going to, well, not dramatically increase warrior, but it's going to give warrior a bit of a damage boost from both of those skills, which is very nice, which is going to increase his overall DPS a little bit, but not too much to the point where he's going to be broken. Very good. Ranger, same thing. The skill description of Cold Blade has been modified. That doesn't mean that that's what's going to be happening. That doesn't mean that anything has changed. It's just modified, and that's because accuracy has been changed in its worth in this patch, and in terms of how much one accuracy means, it's been changed, and we'll talk about that later. Okay, so damage of the skill Flow Tempest has been increased 681 × 13 to 701 × 13, and the damage of Elven Rage has been increased. So Ranger's got a small buff. It may seem small, but these things add up, and these buffs are all just very good buffs that aren't too large, but they slowly increase the damage of the classes, which is something they said they wanted to do, was slowly upgrade these classes and test them and see where they would be. Another class that got buffed, Sorcerer. Skill description of Dark Flame has been modified. Damage reduced to in PvP. Who cares if you Sorcs don't really use Dark Flame like that, but okay. Another cosmetic, fixed the issue where the third skill of Dead Hunt was not being applied in PvP. That's very good. Fixed the issue where the knockdown effect was applied in PvP when Dead Hunt was used during cooldown. So they're going to take that off where you can only use it during cooldown for the knockdown. Fixed the target number discrepancy in the Mark of Shadow 3 and 4. Damage of the flow Vile Plane has been increased. Very small increase, 371 to 382, but it's there. And Grim Reaper's Judgment has been increased quite a bit, actually, from 1700 at max rank to 1726 and 1921 to the charge damage at 1950. That's very good. That's a huge buff for them. And I can't wait to see what they're going to be capable of doing with that buff. Zerkers. I hope they took away one of the grabs, but I doubt it. The graphics will look more natural. Iron Buster, the helmet portion, blah blah blah. Fix the issue where the Serene, blah blah blah. Damage of skills, devastation flow and devastation and flow earth dividing has been increased. That's what we needed to see. Pretty small buff, but this once again small incremental buff for berserkers, just the same way as warriors and rangers. 1051 to 1083 is not too bad. Tamer. Okay, Tamer got buffed as well. The second damage of skill healing upper claw has been increased, so there's a little bit of a buff there. Fix an issue where the awakening weapon look unnatural. Yeah. Fixed damage amount of discrepancies and 2 skills. The legendary beast dance, white tiger during cooldown. All right, and the damage has been increased. The damage was actually decreased for Tamer. No, it's increased. I'm sorry. 625% to 644%. Small, incremental, but it's there. All right. Valkyrie's got a buff. Using Blitz Stab and Ultimate Blitz Stab before finishing a previous skill's motion will now appropriately trigger the knockback effect. So they're going to get another CC. That should have already been there. Fixed an issue where the character is sometimes debuffed using strong defense. So this is probably that block thing that they were talking about. Hopefully they fixed it. Damage amount of Tetra Sancta has been increased. 1432 to 1475 is pretty good. Fix the accuracy discrepancy on the Lancia training, and damage of the skill Castagio has been increased from 888 max hits to 906 and third hit 906 times 3. First and second hit damage 906 times 2, third hit damage 906 times 3, but it's 5 hits. It used to be 7, so that's weird. I wonder how much that is. I wonder if that's a huge increase. Valkyries, let me know. All right, now then we go down to classes like Witch and Wizard. Witch and Wizard didn't really get a buff at all or anything. They just got nothing much. They got forward guard. They said forward guard effect was being applied incorrectly while switching weapons, so that's going to be off, I'm assuming. And that's about it. Summon beings will no longer follow you when you use emergency escape. Okay, I guess that's pretty helpful. The main to awakening switch speed has been slightly increased in the combat stance, so they're going to take a longer amount of time to swap between their main hand and awakening. When switching to the awakening combat stance while moving in a non-combat stance, the skill's casting speed will temporarily slightly increase. So if they move to awakening while they aren't in a combat stance, the casting speed will increase. That's pretty weird. But they aren't receiving any buffs, so they know they're very strong, so they aren't receiving any buff. Okay, Musa. I know a lot of you guys play Musa. They fixed an issue where the character voice would sometimes change. I hope you know that's very important. They fixed an issue where the awakening weapon would look unnatural. They fixed the discrepancy of skill slice while moving. The cooldown time of Crusher has been decreased by 2 seconds for all levels. That's pretty big for you guys. And the damage of the skill one step back has been increased 710 to 730. So that's pretty big for you guys. I hope you guys like that. I hope that changes some things for you guys. Okay, Maywa got buffed as well. Fixed an issue with, oh my god, who cares about that? 100% critical info has been added on skill Dragon Claw. Fixed an issue where the wrong icon is being displayed for Dragon Bite. Okay, damage of the skill Moonlight Dash has been increased 696 to 812. Not too bad. Fixed the damage amount of discrepancy of Sticky Snowflake 2 to 4, and damage of the Sticky Snowflake has been increased 950 to 962. Once again, marginal increases, but nice nonetheless. The down attack damage from floor sweeping will now be applied correctly. 100% critical has been added to the skills of Serpent's Ascension, which I think it was always there. I'm not sure, but it's always been 100% crit. Weapons will no longer slow in a non-combat stance when wearing. Okay, who cares? Oh my god. The damage of skill Bloodthirst Katana Shower has been increased. Okay, that's very good. Katana Shower got a buff. So it went from 985 to 1,000 on the first hit, 985 to 1,000 times 7 hits, and 1191 times 2 hits to a 1209 times 2 hits. That's very good. That's a very good buff because that's a super armor skill that gives lifesteal. That's a very good buff for Ninja. Damage of the skill Vacuum Slash has also been increased. 544 times 6 to 571 times 6, and the downward slash 664 times 4 to 684 times 4. That's not bad. It's a pretty good buff for Ninja. Hopefully it does help Ninja a little bit in sieges, get him a little bit more damage out there. Kunoichi also got buffed. The damage of Lunatic Discus has been increased, 894 max 11 to 921 times 11. That's a very big buff because that's 11 hits, and they just upgraded the damage the same as they would any other skills. That's a very big buff. The damage of Lethal Spin Spree has also been increased, 629 times 12 to 642 times 12. Another big buff. Kunoichi just got a big buff. Hopefully that increases their damage quite a bit. Dark Knight Better Knight got buffed, thank God. Fixed the issue where MP decreased buff was still being effective if you reconnect the game. Successive jumping, blah, 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 blah. So they didn't really change anything about Dark Knight. So overall, all these class changes are very, very good. I'm happy about them. They're very small though, and that's the good thing. Now they can see how the server reacts to it, and they can change it and update it as it goes. But you guys have to keep in mind, this patch came out literally 7 days ago on Korea. It's crazy that we got this patch so fast. That's one thing they've always been good about is balance changes. They usually get us a balance change when it comes to PvP and PvE. They usually get us a balance change in like a month, but it's only been a week. It's crazy. I'm really amazed right now. All right, so here's some more important stuff we have to go about. The item changes. I'm gonna ignore this stuff, but what I want to talk about is the accuracy changes. A lot of people are thinking that the accuracy has been changed to where the amount of accuracy that you receive has increased. It's not true. The amount of accuracy you receive is always going to stay the same. They've just simply changed what accuracy means. So let's say, for example, accuracy and enhancer used to give 3 accuracy, now it gives 6. So that means 1 accuracy now equals 2 accuracy in our version of the game. So accuracy has been doubled essentially, and these items gave different tool tips than what they really wanted the numbers to be. So for example, we scroll down here, Elixir Frenzy used to give 20 AP, but they always wanted us to give 10 AP. It's just the calculations were off. So don't take any of this stuff as anything changing. When you use these items, you should be still receiving the same effect that you always did. It's just that the numbers are different now, which is confusing as hell, but it's gonna take some time to get used to. So that's about it. Just another few small things. Mechanic changes. Pets will now have agility and caution mode, so now you can increase the amount of how much your pets will be able to pick up, but also their food decreases faster. So but that's very good for people who are grinding, get more food. You just have to have more food for them, but you can get better loots. Furniture workshops, no one cares about that. Who cares about all that? That's about it, I guess. Monster changes, I suppose we could check that out. Drop rate for Blackstone armor has been increased by hunting a blue whale. They really don't want to give us a Black Spirit event, a Blackstone event at all. Fix the issue where mutant troll and mutant ogre will move and all. So they're doing some things with mutant troll and mutant ogre. So that means we're gonna get those pretty soon. Those 2 bosses, we're gonna get those soon because they're actually changing things about them. There doesn't seem to be much there. That's about it, I suppose. Yeah, that's about it. That's all I really want to cover in this patch notes, in these patch notes, guys. It's a very big patch note, and all you guys that are playing those classes that got buffed, I hope you check it out, go into PvP, test it out, see how you like it. I wouldn't say necessarily go on the forums and say if it's good or if it's bad, because they really won't. Like 9 times out of 10, they probably won't relay that information to Pearl Abyss. But it's really nice that the classes are receiving some kind of upgrades, and they're only upgrading the classes that they felt needed to be upgraded. They didn't upgrade Dark Knight, they didn't upgrade Witch Wizards, which are the classes that were overperforming. So that's very good. And yeah, that's about it, guys. I'm very impressed with Pearl Abyss right now. Can't wait for Striker next week, and I really hope we get to see Striker's Awakening today before Striker's release, so I get a chance to play around with it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you guys think these buffs are good? Do you guys think these buffs are bad? Thank you guys for watching. It's your boy Hero. See you guys next time, and peace.